Have you ever had a dream that was so vivid you weren't even sure if you were awake or asleep? What if I told you that sometimes those aren't just dreams? So it was 4 a.m. and I had woken up thinking about a friend that I hadn't really been thinking about in a very long time, and except for a dream that I had about them a few nights before. And so I decided that that was a good time to try something that I've been practicing working on, and that is astral projection. I use the mind awake, body asleep technique from the Gateway Experience tapes, which allows you to be in a relaxed state with your body, but your mind is still active and engaged. And I also was counting down, which happens in the Gateway Experience tapes as well, and I could auditorily hear in my mind Robert Monroe's voice counting, because that's what happens in the tapes. So after practicing that for a little bit, I felt the vibrations that people talk about when they're having an out-of-body experience, and then I saw my body lying down on the bed when I was up above my body, like in the corner of the room. Then I opened my eyes, I thought, and got up, got out of bed, opened the bedroom door, and I thought I was actually awake in that experience, but I realized later that I wasn't awake, that was part of the out-of-body experience, but I had just thought, oh, my out-of-body experience failed. It didn't work. Even though I remember seeing myself above my body, it's like not all of the memories like integrate into your consciousness at the same time, so the sequence of events sometimes gets confused or muddled. So then I thought, oh, I'll meet my friend astrally, so I closed my eyes so I couldn't see what was around me and get distracted, and I was thinking of that person, and then my eyes opened and I was just back in the bed laying down at like the ceiling, and I thought, oh, that didn't work. So then I just eventually fell back to sleep and had a dream. But when I woke up in the morning, I was a little confused as to what had happened, because I initially thought I didn't have an out-of-body experience, and then I remembered that I did. And I was reading this book called Astral Dynamics by Robert Bruce, and it does talk about that sometimes all we remember is the failed attempt, not that we actually had an astral experience, because our second body, as Robert Monroe calls it, has its own memories once it leaves your body, and sometimes there's issues with the integration of the memories when that body is coming back into your physical body and the memories. So that's probably what happened there. And then the other thing that happened seemed more like what he was talking about, a lucid dream. You can have a lucid dream that gives you a out-of-body experience, so I think that might have been what was happening with that second part about opening the door and everything, because in the book Robert Bruce talks about how that happens to some people and they think that they're fully awake, like you feel like you're in the real world, and that's what happened to me. So this whole experience really showed me how thin the veil between the worlds is, or how we interpret the worlds from our brains or from our minds really is, and just how it can be confusing to try to piece everything together after an out-of-body experience. Dreams and astral experiences and these out-of-body experiences can reveal so much to us about our unconscious, our connection to the collective unconscious, and our spiritual selves. So if you're interested in learning more about what your dreams are saying about you, then you can go ahead and take my Dream Archetype Quiz, and the link is in my bio for that.